The name of the session is What the Heck is Inbound? And it's like a very quick crash course on inbound marketing. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are aware about inbound marketing. So that's the number one question which I have on my mind. What is your understanding of inbound marketing? Or do you guys know inbound marketing, or you guys are aware? If you guys are aware about inbound marketing, please press 1 and send it in the chat. And if you guys are not aware of what is inbound marketing, press 2. Okay. So if you know inbound marketing, press 1 and share it in the chat. If you are not aware, press 2 and share. Okay, great. So most of the people are not aware about inbound marketing. But here's what the flip side is. According to me, all of us somewhere are aware about inbound marketing. Okay. And this is what I'm going to help you understand. You guys know inbound marketing. Okay. If I was on your side, I would have pressed 1 over there. But the reason you are not pressing 1 is because एक title दे दिया है inbound marketing, so suddenly it's seeming like what the hell is this? So, and this is what the crash course is. So first thing, you guys know inbound marketing. Okay. Second thing, this is the definition by HubSpot. Now, HubSpot plays a very important role in inbound marketing as a word. HubSpot is a company that deals with CRM, marketing automation. Um, you can say it deals with email automation and all of these things, right? So HubSpot as a company has is responsible for coining the term inbound marketing. So how do they define it? They define inbound marketing as a business method that attracts customers by creating valuable content and experiences tailored to them. It involves customers finding solutions for their problems, and thus they make connection with your business. Okay. So what they are trying to say in essence is, you are going to, or any business, let's say for example, is going to put out content, and that content will help people. And because it helps people, people will come to know your brand. And because they know your brand, they will become your customer, maybe at the in some way, shape, or form in the future. Okay. They might even refer your services to someone else that they know. So inbound marketing is, in a way, if you think of inbound, the opposite to inbound is outbound. Okay. And outbound marketing is somewhere where a business is trying to not attract customers, but it is trying to interrupt customers. Okay. Like, what is the like, good example of outbound marketing? Telemarketing. You must have received, or everyone receives, these calls for insurance, these calls for mobile data schemes and packages. You might be receiving calls for getting some amount of loan or something. Some financial institution must be calling you. These are all outbound strategies. And think of it, they are interrupting. It is not a very good way of marketing, because it interrupts your pattern. How does it interrupt? Let's say for example, you guys are talking to someone, you're in a meeting or something, and you receive a call, and you think, Arey, it must be an important call. You pick it up, and the person says, sir, ये loan आपको आपके loan की requirement है. And you're like irritated at that point. So marketing cannot start at that point when you irritate a customer, okay, or irritate a lead. And that is what outbound marketing does. That's where what HubSpot said, or what they understood is, we got the internet, we got all these things. There can be these happy coincidences, okay, which can happen, wherein customers through their journey reach to a point of a problem. And when they search for that problem, they discover your business. So it so happens, like, why do you think people are talking about SEO a lot? Wherein people are writing a lot of content, people are pushing out everything like content on social media. The point in all of those situations is only one: to reach to the target audience, and they discover you and they feel this is the solution to my problem. Now, this entire exercise is what inbound marketing is. Now, tell me how many of you actually think now you know inbound marketing. Okay, like in some way shape or form you understand the concept. Like पहले जिन्होंने सबने दो प्रेस किया, will you press one right now? So if you are convinced you know inbound marketing, please press one and share in the chat. Awesome. uh, Nitin asks a very important question. Can paid advertising be called as inbound marketing? Paid advertising. Now, this is a good question. Specifically, whenever we do paid advertising, it is not considered as inbound marketing. Few years back तक नहीं था. But the problem is कि क्या हुआ है, या problem से ज़्यादा solution क्या हुआ है? People have found innovative ways of running paid ads also. Like say for example, there are few YouTube pre-roll ads. YouTube video आप कोई देख रहे हो और उसके पहले जो ad आता है, कोई ad इतने अच्छे बनाते हैं कि you don't mind being interrupted, right? Or else there are so many ads which are on social media also, which is based with your search. Now, what has happened is over the years, social media platforms have become very intelligent. If a person visits a particular site, okay, then that site can actually retarget the customer on the social media platform. That means if I have visited a fashion site and I have seen a Nike shoe, then that Nike shoe is something which will follow me somewhere else. Now, remarketing ads can be considered inbound, but there is a very thin line between the next part which I want to talk about, which is push and pull. Okay, so this is where the push and pull concept you guys need to understand. All these are interruptive ads, are primarily an interruptive form of you can say marketing, and these ads are not going to be very much appreciated by most of the audiences. But sometimes audiences understand कि हाँ ये ad मेरे लिए बनाया है, अच्छा है ये. So how you market the ad is the thing. So if you see nowadays, ads have also changed. Ads are not the same. The kind of you can say the kind of storytelling which they are doing, the kind of way in which they are pushing the product. It's not. It doesn't feel like a push. It feels like a pull. Okay. So ads can be considered not part of inbound. Okay, but at certain times there are certain ads and communication which can be considered inbound based on your communication skills. So what I mean, I know that's not a very clear answer, but what happens is few ads, I'm okay to receive few ads. If you love a brand and that brand is trying to send you an update or an ad or a newsletter, you will not consider it as a push. You will consider it as a pull only, because you want to stay updated, and that is where we are. Okay, so push and pull is a very important concept. Push marketing, or let's say pull marketing, how this looks at it is again the same thing. Attraction, or attraction is कि ये अपने आप pull हो रहा है brand की तरफ, and pushing is I am literally pushing my brand to the customer. Okay, what do you guys think? If you guys think कि you guys personally, right, are convinced with push marketing, then press 1. And if you guys are convinced with pull marketing, press 2. Let's see what's the status of the room. Push के लिए 1 press करो, pull के लिए 2 press करो. So most of you guys are saying pull, and that is what the nature of the beast is. Everyone does not like to be pushed the product to. Everyone wants to get attracted to the brand. Okay, and this is true of not just marketing, this is true of relationships also. Okay, I can try and push myself. Let's say ki, okay, I want to be friends with this person or something like that, or over a period of time I give them time to automatically, you know, I do certain things in a way which attract them towards me, and that will be the best formula, right? So that is where you need to understand one part ki there are three stages of inbound and three stages of relationships also. Okay. There is one question which I think there is one question that was asked ki how is it different from normal marketing. Now this is what I wanted to explain. There is no normal marketing. Today the world has changed and marketing is everything. Okay. The point of inbound marketing is, you need to understand, when HubSpot started, HubSpot wanted to position itself very differently. So HubSpot ने क्या किया, HubSpot ने inbound marketing ये word coin किया, and then they started building, it was like a SEO strategy. They started building content around it. तो इतना ज्यादा कंटेंट उसके अराउंड बिल्ड कर दिया कि नाउ इट फील्स लाइक इनबाउंड मार्केटिंग इज an entire different school of thought, but it is a school of thought which gives a structure to marketing problems only. Like it solves marketing problems. So when you think of it, there are three stages of inbound or three stages of marketing. One is your customer does not know your brand, so that means you have to first attract them to your brand. Okay. Then once they are attracted, there has to be some engagement which happens, there's to be some back and forth which happens. Once that happens, then the brand has the onus to actually delight the customer, so that that particular delight, okay, so because of the delight, the customer feels excited and they start referring to other people. Okay, let's look at this in terms of a brand, like, you know, anything. It can be as simple as a UDP restaurant. Imagine, like, I love South Indian food, and that's most of the, you can say, people in Mumbai, you know, they are at certain point of time going to go to a UDP restaurant and eat idli vada sambar or something like that. Now imagine आपके locality में there is a new place which is opened up, which is a authentic, you know, UDP restaurant. So the moment you see that, you are attracted towards it because आपको पता चला कि ये UDP है. आपने फिर दिमाग में plan बनाया कि I will go there maybe on Sunday morning or something. Then when you go there on a Sunday morning, you engage with that UDP restaurant. You do transaction. There is a back and forth, and in this back and forth, if you like what they are serving, if you like their service, then what you will do, you are delighted, you will recommend it to others. Okay. The same thing happens when you go to Zara. Okay. And you are going to a mall and you go to maybe a Zara or a Jack and Jones or, you know, Only, and you see एक sale चल रहा है उनका. So you are attracted to that sale. When you go inside, you start browsing, window shopping, and, you know, all kinds of browsing, and then you are engaging with the brand. If you get something which you like, you are delighted because you saved a lot of money. You will go home, you will tell your friends, hey dude, there's a sale on, you need to check it out, it's awesome. So this is true for anything. Okay. Similarly, this is also true for relationships. And this is where I am trying to push this idea, okay, to you guys. That is, this particular thing which we are talking about marketing, it's all about maintaining good relationships. Okay. एक unknown बंदा आपके पास आया, think of it in some way कि you guys are I am an unknown banda, you guys have somehow found me and you have come to this particular webinar, you are engaging with me right now. When you are engaging, if I am giving you value, you are delighted by the experience, you will come back. There are few people who attend, you know, mostly all the webinars, and there are few people who have engaged with us, but they might not have got the value which they were looking for, maybe. So they didn't come to this webinar. So it's all about relationships. If you get value, you will stay on the journey. If you don't get value, you will not stay on the journey. So as a brand, you need to understand this is the very basic of inbound marketing. Now, the whole concept which we spoke about, how does it work in marketing? There's this whole concept of flywheel. Okay, so this is the flywheel. In this flywheel, if you see out here, attract is the first stage. And because of attract, एक बार someone gets attracted to your brand, they will start engaging with you. If they engage with you, you will get a chance to delight them. And look at the way the customers are. पहले strangers है, because strangers get attracted. When strangers get attracted and they are convinced, they become prospects. When prospects engage with the brand, they will become customers. So this is your sales funnel in a way. This is your sales and delivery funnel. Prospect को customer बना रहे हो, फिर वो customer एक बार बन गया तो आपने deliver किया उनको output. They are delighted by the output. So what they do is they become promoters over a period of time. This is not true for एक single time से नहीं होने वाला है. This has to happen, keep on happening continuously. That is why the entire thing is a flywheel. Earlier, what the concept was of a funnel. Okay, but funnel में क्या हो गया था कि so if you search for inbound, right, let's search for inbound. This is just interesting information, so you guys understand this. If you search for inbound funnel, you used to get these kind of images. Okay, and this is attract, convert, close, delight. What HubSpot did recently, I think last year, they came out with the flywheel. And what they said is the funnel का जो structure है, the architecture of this funnel is a very single ended journey. Like people come here and they are out of the funnel. So instead of that, what they understood is what inbound marketing can become is it can become like a flywheel which is continuously moving. How it moves is from attraction. So the main movement comes during this part, which is the handoff. So imagine attraction ke liye, you have, again, take a very simple example of a storefront. Example is of a shoe store, Nike या कोई भी आप पकड़ो. The storefront is decorated for Christmas. Okay, so you are attracted to it. You look at the storefront, means what is in the display. You love it, and then एक handover होता है जहाँ पे security guard आपको entry देता है अंदर store में. Okay, so from outside the store, which is on the attract phase, you enter the store. When you enter the store, if no one is taking notice of you in terms of the sales staff or customer service ke log, then you will not, you will just go there inside and you will run away. But if they are with you throughout the journey, they ask you, what do you want, sir? What do you want, ma'am? And they look at your concern. They will ask you questions like, what is your intention to use these shoes for? What scenarios are you going to, do you want to do running? Are you a runner? Are you into gym training? Are you maybe into yoga? They'll ask you all these questions and they'll give you the perfect shoe. So that is the perfect experience of in a sales, you can say representative or engaging with the sales representative of a Nike store or someone. If they do that, then you will bill. Once you are billing, okay, you will get, when you get home or something, you get an offer, and in that offer they give you, on your next purchase we want to give you 25% off. So you are delighted. What then happens is, because you are delighted and you love the shoe, you go to your gym class or maybe running with your friend with this shoe. The immediate first question is, they might ask you, क्या बात है यार, नया जूता? And you will be like, yeah, and you will tell them the entire experience. You have started promoting the brand. So this is how the entire funnel goes or flywheel goes for inbound or anything. It can be your business also. Okay. Isme, if you think of it, attract, I will show you the next slide in which I will break down ki har stage pe kya ho raha hai. Okay. But If your flywheel is running smooth from one to another, then you will get the momentum which will result in growth. That's why the inbound flywheel is kind of, explained in a very simple way out here. So the most important thing which I have been trying to communicate with you guys with the UDP restaurant or with the Nike store, it is about customer touch points. And on a digital journey, the customer touch points can be very different, right? Digital journey में same touch point नहीं रहेगा, अलग अलग touch point रहेगा. And this is where the whole thing comes कि how is this different from normal marketing? You need to understand digital marketing is a scattered medium. Okay, it's a disorganized medium. Inbound marketing brings a sensibility of organization to the whole digital marketing space, and that's why people want to look at it as inbound rather than email marketing, SEO, ये सब. Because जैसे जैसे आप break करते जाओगे, you will have tens of different team players who are doing all different things. जितने ज़्यादा team players होंगे, उतना ज़्यादा communication issues होने का point है. So that is where instead of having 10 members in a team, each specialized in one, people now are looking out for, inbound marketers. Inbound marketers are those who are great at everything. They know social media, they know SEO, they will know email, they will know blog writing. And even if they are not content writers, what will happen is they will know how to get that work done. So instead of looking at, it's like a Swiss army knife. There are a few people who are specialists, okay, or who claim to be specialists. I only do social media or something. But today, with the given scenario and the pandemic and all those things, you need to understand that companies are cutting costs. And why companies are cutting costs? Because they have understood there was a lot of disarray when the pandemic happened and people started working from home. There is a lot of communication that does not happen जो ऑफिस में हो जाता था आराम से. ऑफिस में एक दूसरे के सामने बैठ के अरे यार वो करने का है, हाँ ठीक है. So they used to work as a team. Now when people started working from home, suddenly there is a lot of lag in communication, and that's why the bigger the team, it's going to be bigger the confusion. Okay, so customer touch points, this is a very simple slide. And जानबूझ के flywheel से मैंने उसको flywheel का concept यहाँ पे नहीं दिखाया. I have kept a very horizontal slide. And the 4 stages are awareness, consideration, selection, and nurture. Now, selection and nurture are nothing else but decision and delight. Okay. So, attract के stage में it's more important. So, where do we want people to get attracted to? Only one place, and which is the centerpiece of your marketing, is the website. Okay, you want people to get attracted to your website. How do you do that? You do that through ads like PPC search यहाँ पे लिखा है. Okay, now PPC ads are different. These are not your normal ads जो हम लोग normally बात करते हैं in terms of social media and all. Why PPC ads are different, like pay-per-click ads, PPC, if you guys are wondering what that is, these are search ads on Google. Now, Google ads work on the basis of keywords. So that is where the difference between, like you guys need to understand difference between social media ads and Google ads. Google ads is part of pull marketing. How we can say that? Google ad में आप क्या करते हो? आप टारगेट कस्टमर को नहीं करते हो, आप टारगेट करते हो कीवर्ड को. Okay, you target the keyword. That is, let's say if I want to target a customer for a shoe, then I will try to see what are the searches they do normally. So I might go in for a shoe, best shoe for yoga, and so on and so forth. So what happens is the customer is the person who is going to search on Google, and जब वो search करेगा उसको ad आ जाएगा. So this ad is not a push ad. This ad becomes a pull ad. I hope I'm clear, right? Whereas when someone goes on social media, you are targeting the customer. You're not targeting the keyword. You are targeting I want to target a person who is interested in yoga, okay, and I want to further narrow the search. This person is age this and this, and further I want to narrow the search. This person is into, or they are following someone like Deepika Mehta who is into yoga. So मैंने एक बहुत specific target किया है. If I am targeting a audience, then I am doing push marketing somewhere. So PPC blog. Blog is again your own website ka blog, because you want to rank on social media, you want to rank on search engine. So you will use specific keywords in your blog, and that's how that is done. Social media content is also for attraction, which is organic social media content. Let's say आपने post बनाया about your business, about your offering, about your service. All that is towards intriguing the customer or attracting the customer. Okay. Nitin is asking a question: what is better, PPC or social media ads? So to be honest, you need both of them for your business. Okay. Now, what is better? Obviously, PPC ads are better. Why I would say that is, in a PPC ad, a person is searching, so they have a clear intent of purchase. So if I am searching, let's say um, if I'm searching for a standing desk, then I want a standing desk. That's why I am searching. Whereas on social media, I'm not searching. I'm just browsing. I'm just going through my feed, and suddenly one ad pops up. So मेरा intent होगा कि नहीं होगा पता नहीं. So social media ads are like your, जब when you're going on let's say the highway or something and you see hoardings, that's your social media ads in a way. कि they know there is the audience, or they have the eyeballs over there, but they don't know how many people are coming to that particular spot to look at the eyeballs who will become their customers. But उनको पता है गुच्छा आने ही वाला है. So वो थोड़ा ऐसा है कि because so many people are coming, they will look at that, there will be someone who will click on the ad. That's normal numbers, right? That's why. So attraction is all about, how do you attract traffic to your website. That means one of the main things which we need to do about when it comes to inbound is your website needs to be kick-ass. Your website needs to have content on it so that it can rank on social media, so that it can rank on search engines. Your website ke alawa, you need to be active on social media also, post regularly, talk to people in communities, so on and so forth. When people will come to the part of your website, which is the convert stage, if you see traffic is going up, okay, and COCA, that is cost of acquiring a customer, cost of customer acquisition, that is going down. Now, why that is going down, you need to understand that as the traffic increases on your website, and once a customer or once a person has dropped on your website, you have this option of now remarketing to them so that they become your lead. Okay. And that's how the cost of customer acquisition, you want a lower cost of customer acquisition over a period of time. So that's how you can do it. Now, what do they do on your website? They will blog to normally surface level content है जो वो लोग देख रहे हैं. But again and again, them to come to your website, you need to have interesting infographics. You need to have interesting videos. You need to have maybe, people want to see once they read the blog and all, they are inquisitive कि ये लोग और क्या करते हैं. So they want to go through different sections and they want to see, they want to be convinced at that point. And that's where case studies and testimonials play a very important role. Like if you are saying you are doing something, you better have a testimonial or a case study about it. Okay. And that's how people normally roll. Once they see all these things, there can be a page where we ask them for their email ID. And for that email ID, what we can do is, if you see out here, अगर वो लीड बनना चाहता है, उसने ईमेल मुझे दिया, मैं उसको ई बुक मेल कर दूंगा। आप सबने ईमेल मुझे दिया, मैंने आपको वेबिनार का एक्सेस दिया। ओके, so what I have done is I have bypassed all of this and I have got your email right now because you have joined my webinar, which is a great thing. Now I can push your email into a email campaign and I can market to you guys, right? Similarly, so this is your decision making stage wherein people have given you their email IDs and then they are looking for some kind of decision. Decision mainly depends on what are you selling. Okay. Next part would be the customer. From a lead, they get converted into a customer. They have bought something from you. So they want to be delighted. And this is your lifetime value of a customer. And this lifetime value of a customer is always needs to go up. Why it needs to go up? It needs to go up because your best customer is always your old customer. Okay, if someone has bought from you once and you have delivered, they trust you so much that they will buy from you again if you offer something useful to them, right? So this is where events come to play. Maybe there are exclusive events that you can do. You can also DM them. You can have, you can go in their social inbox and message them of certain offers or something. You can give them how to ebooks because they trust you so much. Now they are trusting you for everything. So if you guide them to do something more, they will follow you. And that's how you delight these guys. You give them exclusive offers. That can also happen. Okay, I hope this slide is clear. So let's break down. What I have done is in a very simple way, I have broken down the entire strategy. Like instead of, इतना सब कुछ बात किया अपन ने, but still there might be some confusion. So एकदम करना क्या है, हर स्टेज पे वो देख लेते हैं. अट्रैक्ट के स्टेज पे सोशल मीडिया कंटेंट के बारे में सोचना है, ब्लॉग्स के बारे में सोचना है, टेस्टिमोनियल्स भी सोच लेंगे तो अच्छा है बिकॉज when people are coming on your website, they want to be convinced is what the first offer is. And the best convincing happens when someone else is talking about you rather than you talking about yourself. Okay, you can also give people discounts and offers that can be attractive. You can give people guides. Now when you do all of these things, therefore इसको अगर एक बकेट में मुझे डालना है, मैं इसको एसईओ स्ट्रैटेजी में डालूंगा. ओके, यू माइट से सोशल मीडिया एसईओ में कैसे आ गया. सो when you are thinking about social media content also, that is working on a search engine optimization strategy. Like your hashtags are nothing else but keywords that you want to rank on the social media ka search engine. So that's why social media is also part of SEO strategy out here. Okay, so this is very bare basic. If you want to fulfill the attract stage for yourself when it comes to inbound, you need to do all these things. Few of them are one time things like testimonials. एक बार आपने कैप्चर कर लिए, 6-8 महीने के लिए आपको करना नहीं पड़ेगा कुछ. डिस्काउंट ऑफर्स, इंट्रोडक्टरी डिस्काउंट्स आप रख दो. So again, you will not have to touch it ever again. Guides, make few of these guides which you want people to know you for. Okay, and automatically people will be convinced, people will get attracted to you. Moving on, attract तो हो गए, but अभी engagement कैसे करें. So engagement के लिए we need to do campaigns. Okay, person has visited your site, that means they can be remarketed. So have a campaign, and in that campaign take them to a limited time offer on a landing page where you have a bait. Okay, bait can be anything. It can be a social media calendar, it can be a PDF, it can be some kind of strategy, I don't know. Then you need to have all your messaging in a very sales oriented way. They should feel the pinch of not taking this offer. Okay, so it should be very straightforward कि you are out there to make a sale and you want them to get the best out of it. Once they give you, once they take the bait, you will get their emails, and because you have their emails, you need to send them some email marketing भी आप उनके साथ शुरू कर सकते हैं. If you have a physical product wherein you want to talk to them, then you might need a sales call. Okay. And if you want, you can even include chatbots out here on your website, wherein chatbots ke wajah se people, like some people don't want to communicate with a physical person, they might be more comfortable with the chatbot. So they still are catered to and they get redirected to the campaign. So attract के केस में we thought of SEO, engagement के केस में campaign के बारे में सोचना चाहिए, और ये campaign से आपको leads generate हो जाएंगे, okay, through which then you will obviously work with those people and all that happens, but you need to delight them. How do you delight them? You take a survey, okay, they have bought from you something, they have experienced something, you take a survey, take a feedback, you give them something for this, incentivize them at every stage. Feedback दे रहे हैं, free में नहीं देंगे, आपको कुछ तो उनके लिए करना पड़ेगा. Okay, your chatbot can point them to a feedback also. You can also start sending them newsletters. Okay, right now we are working on our newsletter, which will come to all you guys very soon, wherein every month you will get to see all the 4 sessions which are going to be there. You will also get to see past sessions. So it will be more easier for you to interact with us, right? The next part would be social listening, wherein log abhi ye point pe, because they are delighted, they might use some keywords or they might use your brand name to talk about you online. Okay, incentivize for that also. And if someone is talking, so sometimes what happens after this webinar is over, some of you put in something like, thank you, it was a great session, and they put it on Instagram. Now I get, you can say, tagged in it. So I just pull it up, I add it to my story. People are looking at it, they are saying, okay, G did a webinar and it was great. Someone else is talking about it, which is social listening basically. Next part is referral offers. This is number one growth strategy when it comes to giving or incentivizing your customers to refer new customers. Okay, so if you have customers who are already working with you, you can ask them for leads. You can ask them for, you know, their contacts. Who else? And ask them in a way which is non-intrusive. Again, pull marketing. Who else do you think can benefit from this service? And we would like to offer a discount to those friend and family members of yours by giving them 25% discount on their first purchase. So what happens is when customer X goes to a new like their friend and they say, "Arey, tere liye ek solid offer leke aaya." So you are giving them bragging rights. You're giving them rights to, you know, give favor to their family member or friend, which is great. Everyone loves that. And that's how you need to think of post-purchase follow-ups in this entire thing of delight. So this is the most simplest way in which we have covered all 3 stages: attract, engagement, and delight. Okay. If there are any questions, you can bindas ask. I'm just sharing this one part, which is what things are used at each stage. So if you see attract के time पे ads, video, blogging, social media, content strategy, ये सब use हो रहा है. Engagement के लिए lead flows, email marketing, lead management, conversational bots. So those are chat bots, marketing automation. So all the tools for engagement are basically, if you think about it, they are the same thing. As I said, a landing page, जहाँ पे एक लीड को हम लोग लेके गए हैं, उनका ईमेल कैप्चर किया, तो ईमेल मार्केटिंग की ज़रूरत है, बिकॉज आपके पास वो लीड है. नाउ यू नीड टू मैनेज इट. You also can have a conversation bot so that when this person visits your website, they can have a conversation with the chatbot. and marketing automation will ensure कि repeatedly ये चीजें loop में चले. Okay, and finally delight tools. Smart content I will not talk about because that is a feature of HubSpot. Okay, but email marketing is certainly, as we mentioned, surveys and newsletters and all. Conversation inbox, again, social media pe, DMing and all those things. Attribution reporting, it's okay. Like this is when your customer actually gets you a new customer, referral basically. And marketing automation, again, the same mix. So this is still complicated. So that's why I made these 3 slides. Attract में SEO सोचो, engagement में campaign सोचो, और delight में post purchase follow up सोचो. That's it. Okay, I hope that is clear. So when we now, this is I think one of my final slides. When we think about inbound marketing, when you guys said कि नहीं पता है, it is actually just this. It is SEO, landing pages, content creation, email, analytics, social media, lead nurturing, marketing automation. And I hope most of you guys would know parts of this. Like SEO सबने सुना होगा. Okay, social media सबने सुना है. Content सबने सुना है. Email सबने सुना है. Analytics भी कहीं कहीं सबने सुना होगा. Lead nurturing is nothing else but one part of the story wherein एक आपके पास architecture होना चाहिए. Okay, and that is where tools like HubSpot really matter, because they give you the system or the architecture to build a lead flow. Okay, like you will be able to nurture a lead over there. You can automate stuff. So if you guys have attended, I think one of my last sessions or last to last sessions, wherein I showed a tool called SendFox. SendFox was basically doing email automation, right? So उसने अपने वो landing page बना के दिया. It gave us emails automatically, and it started a drip campaign. So that is the kind of architecture which I am talking about can be done through to enhance lead nurturing and to execute marketing automation. Okay. Any questions? Because this is a fairly very easy way to explain inbound marketing. So I wanted to just show to you guys कि भाई ये तरीके से है, आप सबको पता है already, right? If you guys agree that you guys knew most of the stuff on this particular slide, please press 1. If you guys didn't know most of the stuff on this slide, please press 2. Nice. Apurva knew it. Okay. Great. So कहीं कहीं कच्चा पक्का सबको पता है is what my suspicion was, and that's where I'm saying कि it is the most simplest thing. सिर्फ थोड़ा बवाल बना दिया है कि inbound marketing है, so everyone is now lost in that particular thing. The most important piece of inbound, this is what I want to spend some time on, is ये सब तो अपन ने clinical चीजें कही. Okay. One second. Ikjot Singh wants to see the slide where you presented the journey in a linear form. 1 second. I think this one. Okay. Any questions on this? Sure. So what was LTV? Lifetime value of a customer. So basically, if someone buys from you once, like कुछ 100 rupees का, and they have bought it for 6 months, and after 6 months they again come back to you and they buy from you something worth 200 rupees. So at the end of the year, if you see the lifetime value of that particular customer, okay, will be 300. But imagine that across the years, because we are in the business to run the business forever. So if that is the case, if I keep a customer with me for the longest times, the lifetime value of a customer will be immense. Lifetime value is the single most important thing, because of which, like लाइफ टाइम वैल्यू का कैलकुलेशन करने के वजह से वी गेट 2 months of free Netflix. We get maybe Amazon Prime at 1,000 rupees per year, because these guys have done the calculations wherein they said if a customer looks at my content for 2 months, then they will buy it from me forever. So Netflix ne abhi bhi fifth or sixth, like today and tomorrow, there is something known as Stream Fest, which is free Netflix for all. You can just log on to Netflix and you can see it for free if you have not become a customer. So they are trying to inculcate the idea of people seeing that content and becoming their customers. They want you to experience that. So that's where lifetime value of customer increases over a period of time. So if you have the calculations right, you will know कि initially मैं इतना discount देके एक customer तो बना लेता हूँ, but वो customer मेरे साथ 10 साल रहने वाला है, which is a great thing. And that's why आपका initial discount देना चलता है, but because he's going to pay you later on for 10 years, right? So that's the whole calculation which people have or companies have normally. Don't ask me calculate कैसे करते हैं, थोड़ा complicated है. Again, the most important piece is just one, which is the customer. Okay, all of this what we spoke in this past, you can say 1 hour or so, it all coins back to only one thing, which is the customer. Now, what I mean by this is, if in the attract stage you do not know कि आप किसको attract करना चाहते हो, okay, then you will not be able to attract them. You will be pushing out content which is not going to mean anything to them. Whatever we are talking about is, it is not कि हम लोग एक ब्लॉग पेज बना देंगे और ब्लॉग्स डालेंगे एंड कस्टमर आ जाएंगे. नहीं होने वाला है ऐसा. हम लोग सोशल मीडिया पे पोस्ट करेंगे एंड वी विल गेट द कस्टमर. No, it's not going to happen. Sorry for that. What you really need to know is who the hell is your customer. Okay, like say for example, if um, say for example there are two different brands. Like let's look at this online. If we see Puma ka ads are these. Okay, these are Puma ka ads. And if I just write Nike ads, both are showing people who are physically fit, everything, but the way they are showing it is very different. And there will be a particular brand which will attract you. If I see abhi isme, there is a brand like something else which is Flatheads, which is this is a more urban shoe. Okay, and this is right now, इसके एड्स मुझे बहुत दिख रहे हैं for some reason. Okay, now if I see Skechers, Skechers is trying to show you the shoe mainly. And look at the Puma as well as Nike, they were showing athletes. Skechers is showing me, like, first of all, they are not showing me athletes out here, they're showing me models and all these guys. And if you see, this is search engine, right? So search engine में जो चीजें आ रही हैं वो आ रही हैं from a point of view कि इन्होंने ये content produce किया है कभी तो. This might not be the latest campaign, but this is the campaign which is connected to them right now on this keyword. So these keywords are not helping, nor it's connected with a bad ad campaign. Okay, if I go for Adidas, Adidas is again using athletes, but they are also promoting the shoe. In all the Puma and Nike ads, we were not seeing the shoe being promoted. They are talking about increased strength, lighter, improved. So think of it. Even here, they are showing the shoe. So very different way of communication. And both the all these brands are selling right now. It's nothing कि ये brand नहीं चल रहा है, वो brand चल रहा है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. But there is a different way, shape and form. There is a different customer. Nike customer and a Adidas customer is going to be different. Okay, and this is where it comes back to the one part, which is who is your customer. Now this is where again customer persona becomes a very important thing. If you search for customer persona, this is something which I showed last time also. How do you create detailed personas for your business? And this is a free template on HubSpot. So if you guys go through this particular exercise, you will get to understand what exactly is a customer persona. It is very simple. It is semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer based on data and research. Like you might be, it might be the case that you have not sold a product, but you know other competitors who are selling. Okay, and you will have some idea why your product should appeal to more people, right? So that's how you can make a customer persona. So what I would suggest is download this, go through this exercise and make the customer persona. And all your marketing messages or blogs, each blog should fit to that customer persona. And that's how, and so each content will fit to that customer persona. Then you have a chance when you put it out there and when you maybe boost it or when you maybe share it, people will get attracted to that content. Okay. So this is one of the last slides just to drive the point. In the stage of awareness, this is showing the customer journey ka mapping, how customers go from one part to another. Awareness के केस में Facebook post देखा. So customer ने क्या किया? Customer was browsing Facebook and they stumbled upon a post by a child care center. So this is a child care center का customer journey. When they saw that, they were delighted by it. The second time also, this same thing happened. They went through more photos of that child care center, which is great. Then वहां से किधर तो website पे है, तो they searched and arrived at the website via their mobile phone. Mobile phone is a very important piece of information because websites need to be mobile responsive. So you need to get that right. Once they saw this, they sent an email inquiry. They were happy about their experience. They also arranged for a phone call. When they arranged for a phone call, वहाँ पे experience उतना अच्छा नहीं था, but we got to a decision on the phone call कि they will visit the school. They visited the school and they found out about the school curriculum. Now this is where they started understanding location क्या है, price क्या है, and then they decided to enroll over here after seeing other decisions. Okay, after seeing other locations or competitors, they signed up. Once they signed up, they went through the entire thing, childcare center for 2 months, and then they referred. The same thing can be for a car. You were browsing Facebook and you saw maybe some car ka ad. You went to that particular page and you saw कि ये car का जो dealership है, they are running this test drive or something. So to do the test drive, you have to go to the website, sign up. You did that. You got a phone call to fix the meeting. They asked you what time, sir, what time would you like to come? Would it be Saturday 5 to 6? Can I book that slot? So what they are doing is they are trying to take that small decision from you. The sales journey is entirely about decisions. If you get the customer to say yes, or if you get the customer to take decisions on an escalating manner, then you are on the right path towards sales. So छोटा decision है, सर आप 5 से 6 के बीच में आ जाओगे, मैं आपके लिए ये slot book कर लेता हूँ. अगर कस्टमर ने बोला हाँ, तो आपको पहला येस मिल गया. Customer went there, they saw the car, they test drove it, then they were asked for feedback. They saw डीलरशिप में क्या एक्स्ट्रा ऊपर एंड अबव मिल रहा है, वो सारा चीज उन्होंने किया. व्हाट इज द प्राइस एंड ऑल दैट, डिस्काउंट क्या मिलेगा, ऑफर क्या रहेगा, ऑल दैट. And then they even compared with, because normally a person does not just buy one car from one dealership straightforward, they go to multiple dealerships and get the best deal. So you consider दूसरे जगहों से क्या मिल रहा है, pricing and everything, and then you made a decision to buy. Once you bought it, you came for the trial, the maintenance, the first maintenance or something after 1,000 kilometers, you came for that. And you were delighted at that point. So that is the customer journey. I mapped it now for a car dealership. इस तरीके से हर एक चीज आप मैप कर सकते हो आपके केस में भी. So this is actually the whole reason why the customer is the whole reason why we want to create a inbound funnel or a inbound flywheel. Okay. So even though this is the last slide, this is the most important slide I would say you guys need to take in mind, keep in mind when you are planning for inbound marketing. Okay. And I guess that's all for now. If you guys have questions, then let me know. I will be taking these up. There are two questions which Amay has asked. One is, how do you balance push and pull strategy? हमें it's nothing like balance करना है कुछ ऐसा. Initially push strategy, आप थोड़े बहुत ads चला के get people into your funnel so that you can test out your pull strategy also. See, initially no one knows your website or no one knows what you are doing, so you might run ads on social media which might fall under push. But once those people land up on your page, you will start seeing that they are doing some things. Some people are giving you, you can say, emails. Some people are just bouncing off. So that will give you an evaluation of whether your website is up to the mark or whether your page is up to the mark. And then you can start working on that. Thoda tweak karke, you will have to see. But it's nothing about balancing push and pull. Most of the times we want to get people using the pull strategy. So that's where you need to be masters in your content. Okay, content in your particular space, you need to push that in a very authoritative way. ऐसा नहीं push कर सकते कि दूसरे कहीं से copy करके हमने डाल दिया. We have to start putting your own personality into it. People want to do business with people who they like. Okay, people want to do business with people who they like. So are you a likable person and is that getting reflected? ये चीज आपको देखना पड़ेगा. Okay. Next, I hope Amay that explains that part. The next question was how to apply the above strategy in service industry. Amay, can you type in what strategy are we talking about? Because thoda maybe I have gone ahead or something. In the meantime, Hetal is asking, do you have any session planned for or recorded for identifying your target customer? And once identified, how do you reach them? I have read a lot about customer identification, but how exactly to reach them is a big question mark. Okay. So this is, I think one of the things is if you can identify your customers, right, you will be able to actually put these guys on a map and understand the first and foremost thing is you need to understand what do they do in their day-to-day life. Okay, what I mean by that is the customer persona, how that works is it is not about आपने बोल दिया कि ये बंदा एक इंजीनियर है या ये बंदा एक mid level job कर रहा है or something like that. It is more about what do they do in their daily life. Let's say an ex-customer in their daily life is commuting for 2 hours. Okay, and that is the space where they listen to a lot of podcasts. Okay, now you know it for a fact, you need to mention this in your customer persona. What are the books that they read? What are the series that they see? Because once you know all of these things, you will be able to create content in this context. And once you identify that someone is a living, breathing individual who loves, let's say, drinking beer, okay, who loves to listen to music, and who loves a little bit of fitness. Now you know it for a fact if your content can be in lines with this kind of content, they will pay attention, right? So that is one part of the story, but it is kind of uh, एक बार आपने ये आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया कि वो क्या करते हैं दिन भर, even to the point कि they go through Instagram this many times a day, then you can take Instagram as your platform wherein you will connect with them, wherein you will try to ask them questions which are their bothering questions, like which are the problems in their life. Like top of the mind सबके दिमाग में problem है, प्रॉब्लम सबके दिमाग में रहेगा, एक रहेगा टाइम का, एक रहेगा पैसे का. This is common amongst everyone, but how do you put that up is a very interesting thing. Like I do a session which is how do you save time. Yeah, how do you do twice the amount of work in half the amount of time. But the whole point in all these sessions is only one: everyone is going through their life and they are facing some issues, and how do I connect with them and kind of solve that for those guys. So your product, how can your product help them to kind of solve their problem is what Hetal you need to think about. But उसके पहले कस्टमर आइडेंटिफिकेशन आपका बहुत सॉलिड होना चाहिए. How you can do that, one of the things is focus groups. And focus groups, when I am saying, you might say ki, I do not have the funds to exercise that, that's okay, you don't need funds. What you need is maybe run a survey online on Facebook, run a survey maybe through your customer database, and find out who are these people. Ask them questions which will explain to you कि एक simple scenario रहेगा. If you go onto any Facebook page, normally it is 60% male, 40% female. In your case, let's say for example, you identified that females are more buyers for your product. Then it makes a lot more sense कि वो 40-60 का ratio उल्टा कर दें. So you need to then start a referral journey of getting more female customers. So how you can do that is create a female invite only event. So काफी कुछ कर सकते हैं, but that's what it's like. Right now your question is very big, and without the right product or something, I won't be able to explain further beyond this. But I will think of something. If I can come up with a session for this, I will do that. I hope that helps. Amay is using how to use the above strategy in service industry. So, okay, the push and pull strategy. In terms of push and pull, Amay, you are using it even if you are not using it. Okay, if you have a website, कोई ना कोई तो उस पे लैंड कर रहा होगा, बट क्या वो पुल हो रहा है इज द क्वेश्चन. लाइक इफ यू जस्ट लुक एट इट, बाउंस रेट क्या है आपके वेबसाइट का, ओके, देन यू विल बी एबल टू सी कि पुल शायद से काम नहीं कर रहा है. सो इंटरेस्टिंग कंटेंट डालो और ज्यादा आपका बाउंस रेट कम हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स योर पुल स्ट्रैटेजी इज वर्किंग. सो पुश एंड पुल स्ट्रैटेजी को पुश एंड पुल मत सोचो, उसको सोचो उसके tangible strategy. I hope you guys understand what is the difference between strategy and tactics. Strategy is a plan, tactic is the action. I would go on the part of being like sounding wrong, but I would say tactics are more important. Strategy एक बार होना चाहिए, बट स्ट्रैटेजी आप ये नहीं बोल सकते आई एम स्ट्रैटेजाइजिंग, मेरा स्ट्रैटेजी काम नहीं कर रहा है. ये स्ट्रैटेजी काम नहीं करेगा. टैक्टिक है जिसके थ्रू स्ट्रैटेजी काम करेगा. So that's why you need to execute more, you need to push out more content and check push हो रहा है, pull हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है. Ads चलाओ, ads चला के देखो क्या फायदा हो रहा है. अगर फायदा नहीं हो रहा है तो pull कैसे कर सकते हो, आपको देखना पड़ेगा. Okay. So with this, I guess, guys, I am done for the day. Once again. Yeah, Priyanka, you, thanks for that question. What you can do is, actually, if you guys go on to synclarity.in/webinars, okay, all the webinars are listed down here. So if you see out here, Priyanka, there is apna top 10 marketing tools, which is already out here. Secret to writing, attention, grabbing headlines, that's also there. Plus all the past sessions are recorded. So just go on to this page and this will be there. I will put this in the chat. 1 second. Awesome. I'm seeing one question from Vikrant, which is what should be the ideal period for the 3 stages: attract, engage, delight, in terms of digital products? Vikrant, as I say always, there's no period for these things. These are 24/7, 365 days वाला चीज. आपको हमेशा attract, engage, delight on रखना है. Because कब आपका कस्टमर आएगा, रात के 4 बजे भी आ सकता है, दिन में भी आ सकता है, कभी भी हो सकता है. And even if you have to make the tools are so sophisticated, you can create a feeling of FOMO, that is fear of missing out, wherein they feel कि ये खत्म हो जाएगा ऑफर, बट you know it कि वो ऑफर खत्म होगा बट दूसरा ऑफर आपका चालू हो जाना चाहिए उसके बाद. Okay, you always need to have a loop, continuous loop. So with this said, guys, that's all I have for the day. I'm really happy that I finished the session in less than 1 hour 15 minutes, which is an achievement for me. So if anything else, guys, feel free to ask me. Next time, there is this session which I'll be doing, the digital marketing trends for 2021. This is going to be an interesting session. Ki 2020 was a dud in terms of सब कुछ जो plan किया था वो सब उल्टा पुल्टा हो गया. But because of that interesting factor, technology has actually crossed way beyond what was happening earlier. And that's what we'll be covering in digital marketing trends for 2021. If you guys want to connect with me, I am there on Instagram, LinkedIn, email. So just take this down and just connect. Say, drop a hi anytime. If there are any questions, I will be more than happy to answer. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great weekend and enjoy yourself. Cheers.